Anyway, Will takes Rick and Holly into the cave where Holly found the crystal, where Rick finds a massive quantity of tachyons and activates the amplifier, which triggers an earthquake and sends the three down the cave in rapids, despite
This isn't even a real stream! It's industrial runoff from the soap factory down the street!
And they fall into a whirlpool. When they come to, they awaken in a desert which they realize is in fact another dimension, before they manage to rescue some sort of monkey person named Shaka, played by Jorma Taccone. Now, compared to the original series, he's much closer to his interpretation than the others, especially with his friendly attitude towards the characters, but unlike the original, he is portrayed as royalty among his species, the Pakuni. After falling down a sinkhole, the four are trapped by vines seemingly designed to allow a T-Rex to eat them, but the T-Rex ends up chomping the vines, allowing the four to escape, making sure to take a photo of the T-Rex to help them prove Rick is right. But as they get away, Rick insults the T-Rex's intelligence. Unfortunately, the T-Rex hears him and decides to single him out. Hiding out in the cave, they are disappointed to learn they aren't the first people there. The next day, Rick gets a mysterious telepathic message and heads down from the cave to find ancient ruins and a crystal in the center of them, only for them to be surrounded by lizard people known as Sleestaks. However, they are able to activate the crystal, which triggers a portal, and they get inside the portal, where they meet Enoch, played by John Boylan, who reveals that he was exiled by the evil Zarn, voiced by Leonard Nimoy, who intends to invade other dimensions, and that the tachyon amplifier is key to his plan, but it can be used to get the three home with help from his board of crystals, informing them that the amplifier is moving. Now in the show, Enoch is an ally of the Marshals, while Zarn is not on good terms, but he wasn't downright evil. As they head out in search of the amplifier, Rick makes the absolutely intelligent decision to douse himself in dinosaur urine in an attempt to mask his scent from the other dinosaurs. Great toilet humor! Arriving in the desert where objects from all time periods land, and nobody seems to have missed them, the T-Rex, which they now call Grumpy, and an Allosaurus detect the scent of the urine and chase after Rick. Holly and Will find a catapult, and with a canister of liquid nitrogen Rick found off a recently arriving ice cream truck, send it at the Allosaurus, causing it to explode, and revealing the amplifier, only for a pterodactyl to take it, leaving Rick discouraged and ready to give up. Only to give up on giving up in the very next scene. Wow. Heading up to the volcano, where the pterodactyl nest is, with the amplifier, Rick makes his way through the thin ground to grab the amplifier, only for the music that was playing off the amplifier to run out, which awakens the eggs in the nest. But they're able to quiet the pterodactyl babies with a show tune, and they escape with the amplifier. While Rick and Will are high off their asses with Chaka, Holly makes the incredibly brilliant move to venture out on her own with the tachyon amplifier. Opening up a crystal portal and traveling through, she pockets a dinosaur egg, which triggers a message from the Zarn, revealing that Enoch is in fact a criminal bent on multi-dimensional destruction, and Holly learns the Zarn has been dead for years, having been murdered by Enoch. This is quite a reversal from the show, for, as I said earlier, Enoch was traditionally the ally and Zarn an antagonist. But this is actually a decent twist, one change that was definitely understandable to make, unlike most of the other changes. Anyway, as she's alone, Holly is captured by the Sleestaks. Realizing she's in danger, Rick and Will go through the still open portal while Will sends Chaka to do something else, and the two disguise themselves using the shed skins of two mating Sleestaks. Ew. And rescue Holly, learning of Enoch's evil only to have sent Chaka to get Enoch, who With the amplifier, Will send his Sleestack army to conquer the Earth and leaves Rick to be eaten by Grumpy. Despite Rick's somewhat valiant effort, Grumpy eats him in what has to be one of the better scenes of the film. And a nice example of how, despite being the hero, you can't pole vault over a T-Rex.